Okay, so we are next bringing up Deann from Shield Maiden Tarot. Let's see, what can I tell you about Deann? She is a psychic tarot, oracle, and pendulum reader. She has a deep passion for all things paranormal and supernatural. She has empathic abilities. She's claircognizant, clairvoyant, and clairsentient. She offers insightful, transformative readings that provide guidance and clarity. She is also the founder of Manifest Shop USA, which you guys are going to be interested in because her giveaway is one of her oils from her shop and a second one of crystals. So she's got a couple of really cool gifts to come. And let's see what else. So every month she has a featured oil, and you can connect with her on her YouTube channel, Deann Shield Maiden Tarot. So here she comes. Welcome, Deann.
Hi, Sugar.
Hi, Sheila. It's so nice. I'm so happy I get to read with you.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
So I'm going to pop off, let you guys do some readings, and then I'll give you a little bit of time. Then I'm going to interrupt, and we're going to play a couple videos and do some more readings.
Oh, Deborah, I'm giving away 2 bottles, by the way. So
okay.
I think I sent them to you. So there's 2 different bottles, the Psychic Enhancement and the High John Oil.
When we get to the giveaway, I'll let you explain what they are because you'll do it far better than I will.
Okay.
Later.
Okay.
Whoops, wrong one. Where did we go? There we are.
Oh.
Now, why don't we have Deann now?
What'd you do with my friend, man?
Okay, let me.
I guess that was the fastest thing ever.
You're taking out my friends.
I know. I was all excited to see you for 2 minutes.
How are you doing? It's good to see you, hon.
It's good to see you too. I've got a fly in here, so if you see me, you don't know why. Oh, you got yours. I got mine too.
You got yours, exactly.
Can you hear me with the fan going? I'm having hot flashes. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so good to see you. It's beautiful as usual.
Oh, except for that 3 o'clock time when I woke up to read and my hair was everywhere.
Oh, you need to let that go. Stop reminding everybody. Stop reminding them. Let it go.
Oh, yeah, they'll go back and look. You're right. They'll go back and
Don't
look.
remind them.
Never mind.
All right. I guess what we're doing is, okay, we're answering questions.
Okay.
So this one here is, how much longer will you be on? Oh, so I can spread the word. We're going to be here until, I think, 3 a.m. in the morning.
Well, the whole show is going to be here until 4 p.m. Eastern on Monday. This is a 24-hour thing.
There you go. There's the right answer. That's it. Ask a Gemini and they'll just give you anything, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Here's one from Divine. Is that Magic Occult? I don't know. I'm terrible with names. Anyways, I'm getting ready to open my spirituality business on Etsy. Though I'm hesitant to do so because I'm afraid. Ooh, let's look into the afraid. Let's look into the fear. That's a good reading. To get shut down immediately, will I be sexual? So let's look at the fear. Because fear is, you know, of something not appearing real. It's not usually come true.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you're fearful, you're going to bring about what you are fearful of. Yeah. So that's the first thing to get rid of, and just believing that it's going to be a success.
Shut down immediately. I just got a picture of your, like, a product coming forth and then blocking it out or blotting it out. I don't understand what that means. It's like, I get the 10 of Wands, responsibility and the burden of what you're doing. Are you presenting your power correctly? That's the information. Are you presenting your power with ethics and responsibility? And I think the fear is there may be something not aligned with what you really want to say. Get focused on the message and what you really want to do, because there's some sort of ethic and or burden of responsibility that is needing to be produced, and you have a lot of power in what you're going to offer. So do it responsibly. What did you get?
Okay. Well, I got that she is she's restricting herself by her self-doubt, by worrying about it, thinking the negative things. So I got that don't limit yourself by your self-doubt. Yes, there's going to be some obstacles. There may be some delays, so just get prepared for that. Be expecting that. There's things that always come up that you're not expecting. There may be some things that you're uncertain about, or some things that you're not seeing right now that you may have to take care of. Etsy might have rules and different things that you don't know. So, but if you get your mind in the right place, once you get everything situated, don't worry if there's delays. Just kind of go with the flow. I get that you will be successful, but a lot of it is in your own mind that you may be limiting yourself.
Yeah, I don't know if and I'm getting a really strong feeling, and this may not have anything to do with you, but a strong feeling of being drunk, and I don't know what that is. Maybe you will know. Like an addiction of some sort coming through, and this could be somebody else, this could be something else. I don't know. There's something weird about that. So just letting you know about that too. Means address it.
Yeah.
When an addiction or an impression of an addiction comes up, it means address it, and address it immediately. It's doing a lot of damage to your goals and prospects in life. So,
Okay. And I was getting some delays and stuff too with it.
I think that.
Just be patient.
And it could be just somebody in her life. It could be her, or he, or him, or her, or whatever. We don't know. But okay. Do you have a message from my mom, Margaret?
Okay.
I don't have a message, but she might. Not Deann. I mean, her mother might.
I'm not a medium, or not yet. I haven't tapped into that, but I do have some mediumship cards, and I'll read and see what I get.
So does your mother have arthritis in the neck really bad, or did she? I mean, my whole neck is now burning. Am I tapping into her? If you could just, in the chat, yes or no. But I got a lot of arthritis, and the burning in my neck it was almost. So I'm just wanting to know if I'm tapping into her. Rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, so I'm in her. So if I'm tapping into her energy, she's showing me putting ice on a swollen part of a body part. So that usually means something in your life is swelling up, and there is a problem, either a break or a sprain or something like that. And she's trying to give you an antidote. She's trying to give you an antidote to whatever the problem is. And the antidote is homemade antidote, not a doc. This could be metaphorically, but she's like, drink green tea. Don't take Robitussin medicine. You know what I mean? It was like, drink, go home, go to your roots of whatever the problem is. And I don't know if this is an exact medical problem that's happening with you, but she literally is like, you know what to do. You've been taught. You go back to your roots. You do what you know you need to do. So I don't know if that helps you or not.
Let's see. Well, I'm getting that, she says she thinks you're beautiful, and I don't know if she expected to leave when she did. she said it was hard on you. It was hard to say goodbye. You've had some problems, I think, with being exhausted. And and I don't know if that's because of her and severing ties and saying goodbye. It's been hard for you, but this is the end of it. Things are going to get better. There's going to be some big changes coming in your life. But she says not to be that you might be a perfectionist, not to be so much a perfectionist, not to be so hard on yourself. Something is going on with the Page of Swords. So I'm not sure why this one's here. Sometimes that can have to do with delayed news or you being guarded. I'm having a hard time getting this one, but I do get that she just said that she is watching over you, learning from you. You're going to get through this, whatever it is you're trying, whatever this has been, wants you to know that you're going to get through this. And she just wants you to be happy. And that's all I was getting. I'm sorry, I'm not getting more.
I don't think, and the funny thing about it is, just because a message is coming through, we don't automatically assume that a parent is loving and kind, because that's not true.
Right. No.
You know what I mean? It's not always a positive, wonderful. They could just be meddling, and this may be one of those times.
Well, and sometimes I think on this earth they do things wrong, and maybe on the other side they've learned and they're better, than they were down here. I don't know.
May have to do it again. Yeah. All right. So, was married 58 years. Any message from hubby? He's with spirit.
Okay. 58 years. Wow.
He's a hilarious man. He just went, phew, finally. I don't know what that means to you, but he's just like, phew, finally. like he would do that joke with everybody around or something like that. He's funny. Oh gosh. Oh, that was funny.
See. So you got him being a message from him. I'm having a hard time. Let's see here. Please don't blame yourself. If there's something that you're blaming, he said, I regret my poor choices. There might have been things that he did that he regrets. And it's okay if I seem far away. And wants to know, do you want him around? And being happy is not a betrayal of him. Don't feel like it's a betrayal if you're happy, or if you decide that you want, whatever. Sometimes we feel like we got to mourn forever, and he wants you to be happy, not think that it's a betrayal of him. And that's what I'm getting.
I too got, I went ahead and pulled 3 cards as well. And the 7 of Cups, which is confusion and choice. It's almost like I literally got a picture of somebody who has been doing the same thing for years and years and years. And now you're faced with doing something different, and you see that as the most difficult thing you've ever done in your life, even though you have plenty of age and maturity on you. It's like buying dishes. I've always bought black dishes, and now I'm going to buy you white dishes, and it seems just so bad and horrible. And this is the kind of thing that's going on with you. Your choices are confusing. And then the Hangman that says, abandon your old ideas and embrace your new ones. Because the word death, the death card comes up, which is rebirth and change. So I don't know if it's the message directly from your spouse, but it's definitely a message for that you should embrace of what's coming up in your own spirit right now. Okay. Next one is from Karen Elizabeth. Hi, thank you for doing this. Love you guys. Will my mediumship develop enough so that I am able to help others? Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. And I used my pendulum and asked, will her, and just thinking it, just when I think it, it's a
So
yes.
the only thing that holds you back is your trust and your familiarity of your messages that are coming through. When you fully embrace and embody your own trust and your own abilities, therefore they can grow from there. But that's the only thing that's holding you back right now, is not trusting your information that's coming through. It sounds bizarre and crazy, and I say it out loud myself. This sounds weird, but here it is.
Yeah.
You just have to trust it. So yes.
Vote,
Vote.
It
Vote. It matters.
Yes. My
Yes.
birthday is November 6th. So the day after the election, that is going to be the best birthday present ever. So everybody vote. Bring people with you to vote. Help people, register people. Double your vote by bringing people, because we've got to win this. This is a got to thing.
Exactly. And Kamala Harris and Tim Walz is going to be your next president and vice president, and you just better get that in your minds. And think only that. Only that. Do not get into the fear mongering that the MAGAs and the Republicans want you to do, because they do know. This is the truth, and maybe Debbie can look this up. Deborah, sorry, Deborah can look this up. But Trump relies on always being in the spotlight. And the reason why he relies that is because it has been a proven fact that the person that has a familiar name and the familiar on that ballot is the one who usually gets elected. Now, that's the reason why we have to say Kamala Harris 30 times more than we say the orange buffoon, or don't even say his name at all. So when we are talking about people in our subscribers list and onward, make sure you tell everybody to say Kamala Harris's name 10 times more than Trump. So
yes, send her all the positive energy you can. But she's gonna win. I have no doubt she's gonna win. She's how you could choose the other side after seeing all the goodness and happiness and joy and laughter and positivity, and you could choose that. I don't understand.
Yep. Check your voter registration is so incredibly important. Check your voters registration, and if they're kicking people off. Now, here's something that I don't care for the other side, that they're like fear mongering everybody. Every election cycle, they do cycle through all of their names and all of the voter registrations, and they do remove some that haven't even voted for, and moved or whatever. They do purge all that. That is a legit thing. However, if you are living in a state that is unethical on that front, make sure that you are always checking. I check mine monthly, and then when it gets up to that, I live in Colorado. I kind of have a little bit more faith in my election systems here in Colorado, but either way, check it often, and then check it right before you vote, in plenty of time to make sure you do that. So definitely check your voter registration. But it is normal for them to purge before an election, okay? So take a deep breath, check your registration, and move forward, and make sure everybody around you is also checking it.
Oh, and I want to tell everybody, they are sending people these cards. Some people are getting these cards asking them to sign them, saying they want to check your signature, and it's an optional thing. Well, 2 women got them, and she threw it away. Her friend signed it. Then they find any little tiny thing that's different with the signature and take you off the rolls. So if you get anything asking you to sign your name to prove your signature, throw it away.
Yep, that is not a mandatory thing.
Mm-mm.
And here in Colorado, I love mail-in ballots. And we register when we go either get a driver's license or re-up our driver's license. So that's at the moment, do you want to be registered to vote? That's when they click that button, and our driver's license is now connected to our voter registration and our voter thing. It's nice. Beautiful. Now, those who do not have a driver's license, you either get a state ID, which does the same thing if you have a state ID, or you make sure that you go online and register as a voter. And if you've moved, please update your address in your voter registration. Updating is so incredibly important for those who move around their state often. Always make sure that your address is up to date. Okay, says Deann, turn up your mic. I don't know what that means.
Oh, me? Okay,
Yeah,
I sure will. I got it all the way up, but I'll turn this up more. Hold on.
Colorado
hear
has
me
never had a problem.
Oh.
You got that right, Candace.
Can you hear me better, guys?
Hi, Amanda. I hear you better. I think I'm waiting for some. But it says Sheila, I live in Colorado too. We should not have to worry. Yeah.
So you guys, now feels like a really good time to take a pause and get some inspiration. So if you missed it earlier, you are going to love this. We Won't Be Backing Down by Psychic Annette Deann.
Was a dark day, we were frightened, so much chaos, so many white men, caught off guard, no one knew what to say. How did it all get so crazy? Facts were absent, the air was hazy, we stood watching, tears streamed down our faces. While in the White House there was a tyrant glued to the TV, cheering the violence. When they pleaded, he refused to say a word. He just sat there in his fury, lashed out against us. The world was worried. We didn't know if we would make it through. The day they stormed the Capitol, they couldn't take it down, and now we're rising up in numbers much too numerous to count, and we are taking back democracy, and we won't be backing down. We are taking back democracy, and we won't be backing down. Now we're standing, we're united. Our elders showed us the most worthy fight is for our freedom, requires vigilance. We're courageous, growing stronger, not complacent. We serve with honor, and our power is the love that leads our way. The day they stormed the Capitol, they couldn't take us down, and now we're rising up in numbers much too numerous to count, and we are taking back democracy, and we won't be backing down. We are taking back democracy, and we won't be backing
Wasn't that awesome?
Yes. Who sings that? Is it somebody we know?
That is Psychic Annette Deann. She has her own YouTube channel. She is a beautiful songwriter, as you can tell. She's a great psychic. She also is the founder of grassrootsofdemocracy.com. So we encourage everybody, go check that out. Volunteer to help. They are doing writing campaigns and everything they can to help preserve democracy. And we are so grateful.
Very nice.
How about if we change the energy and do another giveaway? You want to tell the audience about your gift, Sheila?
Oh, okay,
Hi.
sure. Okay.
Okay.
Let me take my
Can you hear me? Oh, I'm talking. I'm not even on. I'm talking backstage. Nobody can hear me. For sure, they can't hear me back
We can
there.
hear you now, Dan. We can hear you now. All right.
Yeah, maybe you can hear my mouth. All righty.
Hang on, Deann. Hang on. She wanted me to talk about my gift that I am offering, and I am offering a 40-minute reading with me. So once you receive that gift, know that it's you. Just make sure that you email me at SheilaOlden4@gmail.com. And it's underneath all my videos.
Awesome. Hey, I got it right. So the winner of Sheila's awesome gift is Trini Patsy 61.
Ooh.
So Trini, send me an email, answers@akashaunleashed.com, and I will put you on the list to connect you with Sheila. Thank you so much. So do you guys want to do some more readings?
We can.
Ready to go back?
Do you have something else for us to do? I mean, we could be your trick ponies.
Well, I encourage you to chat, have a good time. If there's something you want to talk about, some statements you personally want to make, because we're all here right now to preserve democracy. So if there's something on your heart you've been wanting to say, this is the forum. So.
I do. I want to talk about what Trump did at the Arlington Cemetery. Now, many of you know that my husband is buried at the Arlington Cemetery. Okay, so I have a little bit of a stance. I have a little bit of, an attachment to that. Now, if you've ever been, I don't know if there's a lot of people who've been, but any of you have ever been to the Arlington Cemetery, there are some rules and code of ethics that are told to you before you even show up to the Arlington Cemetery. Like there's in the internal flame at the Kennedys, you have to be quiet. There was one time, and this is how it went. This is one time that when we were there, and we were at the eternal flame, and I wanted to tell my son to come over here and look at this. And I remember hollering, "Timothy!" And the guard that was there said, "Shh, ma'am, shh." I was mortified. I was so embarrassed that I did that, and I knew. But the difference is I'm like, oh, I am so sorry, right? It was not meant to happen, but it was nice to be reminded of what the code of ethics and the rules and regulations and stuff like that are. Like when you go to the Tomb of the Unknown, they do a little ceremony, a changing of the guard ceremony, and they tell you to be quiet. And then there's a line. You cannot go past that line, or else a guard will get you. You know what I mean? There's just so many things at that cemetery that promotes us to be respectful and to show our reverence around our fallen soldiers. So what he did in section 60, where my husband is buried, because that is where all of the new soldiers are, and all of the ones that are from the current war that we have. And so section 60, and they did this whole decoration that nobody can go in there and film their own film and take their own pictures and then use it in a campaign ad. So here's a lot of people like, well, Biden did it and Obama did it. No, they didn't do that. They had pictures taken while they were there, and then they used them on their platform. But it was not, that picture was purposely taken to do a campaign ad. So there's a huge difference. And when somebody tells you that they did it, knock them off. But what Trump did was absolutely abhorrent. He not only did that, when there was she was a guard, who told his staffers that they can't do that. They literally shoved her aside and was incredibly rude, and they went and did it anyway. So here, everybody knows the story by now. Everybody has seen this. But here's the thing that it made me feel. I couldn't do nothing but cry. Sorry. How dare he be so disrespectful to our soldiers? It was almost like he just stomped on the grave of my husband and everybody else's. They didn't deserve that. None of them deserved what he just did. And it's just the one thing, those stories out there, those things, I mean, it directly got me.
Oh, yeah.
He is a horrible person, and he is going after this whole country, but all of a sudden now he made it personal. So now I'm after him viciously. I have called the cemetery, and I am doing everything I can to talk to the person in charge, and I don't want that man to ever be allowed to be on those grounds again. And I have a right to do that because my husband is buried there. And I'm doing that for everybody that's buried there. And if you see me on the news, you'll know why. I'm going to push this all the way to the end. How dare he do that? He didn't have a right, nor does he have permission. And and that family, I have zero respect for that family who invited that man there. Yes. They did it for a political stunt, and they used their own fallen soldier for that? Nope. They should be punished as well, to be honest with you. But just letting you know, I am doing something. I've already written several emails and talking to I literally want them to do something, and I won't give up until they do. So there's something there. It's like, that hurts so bad. I can't describe like that trauma all over again, and knowing that my husband's grave could have easily been next to them. I would have lost my mind. I would have absolutely lost my mind. So there's that. So I don't mean to bring everybody down, but I just want you to understand the truth about what he just did, and how horrible of a person he is, and how it affected so many other people than just them. So, disrespect is painful to a loved one who has passed.
I'm so sorry that he did that. And for you and for every other family that it hurt like it hurt you. And the fact that he stood at a man's grave and had 2 thumbs up and a big smile on his face. Who that does that? And then Vance was up there saying, well, Kamala, because she wasn't there, she can go to you know where. And I thought, what is wrong with these people? They're
political. He's thinking he's going to he is in his literal Hail Mary stage of his campaign, okay? In the Hail Mary stage. See, you could either tell somebody's character or lack thereof when they are in a Hail Mary situation. And his Hail Mary was to go disrespect our veterans. That was his Hail Mary. I just can't. I can go on and on, but I just can't. I'm just, inside of me, I am just screaming. And I don't like being that way, because I can get pretty nasty. I'm not lying. I use flavorful words when I'm talking to people, and I tell them viciously, I'm like, I'm not letting this go.
I don't blame you.
I don't know who you think I am, but I am not letting this go. And I just wanted you guys to know, if you do see me on the news, you'll know why.
Wow.
But anyways.
He did that. And then they have, calling people women without children, childless cat ladies, and then apologizing to the cats, but not the women. And they've disrespected people of color. They've disrespected Hispanics. They've disrespected everybody. So the only people that can be for them, I feel, must be like that. You know, it just, I mean, or they just watch Fox News and nothing else, and they've been brainwashed from watching. He said, if you repeat something over and over enough times, people will believe it. If you repeat a lie over and over,
They do.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why Trump lies to his base is because those people are able to. Those people are easy to lie to. That's the only reason why he lies to them, is because they're easy to lie to, and they will definitely, just dismiss everything and walk through hoops just to justify what he just said. It is unbelievable with this campaign and what they're doing. I cannot believe that this country is even close to what Kamala Harris is night and day compared to what that man is. And yet
it's like dark versus the light. It's very apparent to me. Whether I watch the news or not, just watching him is very apparent. That disrespect at that cemetery, was beyond.
Speaking of that, you're more than welcome to phone call the cemetery. Everybody is allowed to do that. And the person on there might give you an email. Email the crap out of them. So everybody in this country is allowed and has a foothold of our soldiers who have protected us, who have given us our freedom, has a right to complain to the Arlington Cemetery and to get something done. So you just know that if you feel the need to do something, do that. Call them and get the email. Call them, get the email. They record all the phone calls, and they should have so many emails coming from this country that their email crashes.
I will do that tomorrow morning. I will do that.
Just let them know how you feel.
I will.
What you think. So, okay. So will 45 have a nervous breakdown before the election? I need to get a tissue because my emotions, of course, always drains. But I'll be right back.
I feel like he's already showing that he's getting worse and worse and worse. Like she said, he's in a Hail Mary stage. He's just saying stuff that's nonsensical. Like when he said, oh, I have all these points. People say that I'm, what did he say? People say that I'm just blabbering, but I have all of these things I say, and it comes just together like a genius statement where it all comes together. And English professors have said, it's amazing the way I talk. And I'd like to say, find me one English professor that has said that all of your crazy talk just comes together as a perfect genius statement. Find me one English teacher. It's just lie upon lie upon lie. But yes, I feel like the closer it gets, the closer he realizes that he is going to lose to a woman, much less a woman of color. He is going to lose it. He is already starting to lose it. He's already starting to show signs. But I feel his health going downhill big time, because it's just, he's got so much hate and rage and anger. And I swear it's like it's like somebody who is just evil, And then a friend of mine, Tanya, pointed out those MAGA hats. If you spell MAGA and hatred, it's the same. MAGA and hatred, it's the same. Red hat, spell red hat and then spell hatred. The same letters are in them, and that's what those red hats represent to me, hatred. So yeah, I think he is losing it, and he will continue to lose it more. How do you feel, Sheila?
Well, I just put some cards down on it, and temperance has been coming up for Trump a lot. Okay, so temperance is always confusing me. Temperance is usually that kind and wonderful spiritual guidance and a spiritual hug. You know how we do. But when it comes up for Trump, I'm like, okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? But the thing about the temperance is that self-control, that rhythm and harmony. It's like the universe is like, hang in there, people. We're going to give you some harmony. Hang in there, people. We're going to give you some balance. Hang in there. Hang in there. That's what that spiritual message has been coming to me a lot with that. Because the next one is the 5 of Cups. Pain, loss, and grief. Is he going to have a breakdown? He's already in the midst of his breakdown. Now, the fact that we can't visually see it, it hasn't been on camera yet, it will be. Is Danny in here? Oh, never mind. So the regret, the despair, the emotional breakup. He is literally emotionally breaking up inside. He is having the worst time of trying to handle it because he's in free fall. His campaign is in free fall. What he's doing is in free fall, and there's nothing to catch him anymore. He has nothing to catch him. And then I get the Chariot. The Chariot is a lot of things. And one of my favorite descriptions of the Chariot is moving forward. And I can't remember who was the teacher of that. But the Chariot is literally moving forward. But what is in your Chariot? What are you going to take with you as you move forward? And trouble, conflict, and force. He's going to take it with him, and it's going forward. And again, it is also a card of victory and emotional balance. Now, that means that we're going all the way back to Temperance, where it talks about that the universe is going to bring us balance. And then the 6 of Swords, and then the Fool. Moving away and a new beginning. So I have been feeling this, and a lot of people have feeling this now. Is it going to be an actual death? I don't think so. Is it going to be an emotional ending? Yeah. Is it going to be a mental ending? Absolutely. There's going to be an absolute ending. And nobody else has been seeing him in jail. I have seen him in jail.
Well, I hope you're right. But I pulled a few cards on it, and I got the Sun in reverse, blocked happiness. He's pessimism. He's unhappy man, and all he brings out is pessimism, hate, negativity, nothing positive. He has the Hermit in reverse. He's in self-pity, victim mentality all the time. He's a sad, lonely man, and he's going to be rejected, and he can't handle rejection. I get the 6 of Cups. This man is stuck in the past. He wants to take us back to the 1850s if he could, where men are in control and women and people of color and immigrants know their place, is how he feels. He is going to be, right now, he's going to be in despair. He is going to be in despair and hopeless. And then I got at the bottom of the deck, setbacks and lack of growth. And I haven't seen him in jail. I hope things can change. I hope I'm wrong, but I keep getting like health problems, like a stroke or something like that, heart or stroke or something, because the anger, the way he eats, it's going to catch up to him with his age and his hate and his anger, and the rage is going to get worse and worse and worse. And I think it's gonna hurt his health. And so I see him in like a hospital or something. Maybe it'll be a hospital prison. I don't know if there's such a thing, some facility.
Prisons have hospitals.
Okay, might be that.
I'm sure once he gets there, he probably will all of a sudden be a hypochondriac and stay in the psych ward in the hospital all the time. Something's wrong. We know.
It's been wrong.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Right Judge Mershon in New York. He broke his bail by breaking a federal law. That was one of my emails that I sent off to his, actually to the district attorney who prosecuted him.
Yeah, and not only that, he should be a flight risk because he was on with Elon Musk talking about, if I don't win, I'm going to Venezuela.
Bye.
Venezuela. Go anywhere. Never come back. Go to Russia. Putin. Stay gone.
I'm okay with that too.
Me too. Rather than him getting in jail and getting out, I'd be okay with that. And another people that they offended was the unions. He was telling Elon, when those people go out there on strike, I just tell them all, you're fired, get rid of them all. I come from union, mom and dad, and that's called a scab. And that's not, in my book, that's not a good thing. So he's pissed off union people. He's pissed off single women. He's pissed off, I don't know.
Agree. There's not even the only people that he has on his side now are white people and white women and white men who are still thinking that what he is offering is going to help them. And of course, unfortunately, we also have, like some senators who are
Money and power. Money and power, because Vance said he was Hitler light and was saying all these bad. There was a comedian who said he went out and had a beer with him. He came to his comedy thing and he was having a beer and he was running Trump down, saying he's like Hitler, worst thing for this country. And then now when he sees he's in power, now he's kissing up and trying to be with him. And suddenly he's all for him. Lindsey Graham said if we voted for him, he's a race baiting, misogynistic bigot. And if we
they were
voted
right. He was right.
Yeah. But then once he could get power, he's a flip flopper. But they had a video and it showed all the people with him, what they have said bad about him, and now how suddenly they changed. When he gets out of power and he goes to prison, they're all going to be separating from him and jumping ship and going back to the, they'll change.
Well, just like J.D. Vance. I'm a never Trumper.
Yes.
I never liked him. I'm a never Trumper. I never liked him. And here he is, this vice president. Was it, Sheila, do you have an address or phone number? Kamala said, if you see something, do something.
I love that.
Something. So you can Google, if you're talking about the cemetery, you can Google the number.
Yes.
Google the number. Once you talk to one of the dispatches there at the cemetery, she will give you an email. And that's where they're directing you. Now, I have personal emails. I have all of my husband's paperwork that I can call directly to the cemetery. So I have a little bit, and I can't give you that. But what you can do is publicly write, like I said, email the crap out of them.
Yes.
I don't care if you have to send out an email a day. Yes. And they are mandatory to report back to you.
I love how she said her mother said, don't complain. She said, when I'd come home, complain. Yep. She said, what are you going to do about it?
Yep.
And that's what we got to think. What are we going to do about it? How are we going to keep him from getting in power again? What do we all have to do? Like Sheila said, write our congressman, do whatever, register people to vote. I have friends that don't have cars, that don't drive. I'm going to go get them, take them to the polls with me.
Look, Book Bewitched, she has posted the phone number that you can call.
Oh, that's great. Thanks.
You still have to use one when you call because, it's the Arlington Cemetery. But if you're not in town. But yeah, that's it. That is at the actual number. And if somebody could call it and grab, is that the email on demand Arlington text.gov? I don't know what that one is, but the Arlington email. Oh, look, Ness. She's got the Arlington email. See? I love our subscribers. They are as clever as can be. I love them.
I do too.
They are the best detectives we have on this earth. I love it. Okay, there is one question out there with the political, and before I think we have like 10 minutes left, but I wanted to know. Oh gosh, I lost it. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on.
I'm hanging.
Oh, everybody's asking if Trump is going to change his VP. Now, a lot of scholars saying that it's probably impossible, that he couldn't. But then again, everybody's like, yeah, he can. He can do anything he wants.
Okay.
I don't think so either. I haven't gotten a yes on that aspect or even a feeling that he is. It's like he had to take him. He had to take him. That was a forced VP pick for him, and he can't get rid of him now.
I feel like he is going to blame, if he loses, he's going to blame it on Vance. It won't be his fault because nothing ever is. It's because of Vance and my stupid son who talked me into hiring him because it was Junior that kind of really pushed for Vance.
Oh, there's a correction. Ness is putting a correction. in there for the right email. Sorry, guys.
He wants to, though. I think he's thought about it, but I don't know. I don't think he has time. I don't know.
Yeah,
if he
that
has
wasn't
time.
the question that I was thinking of early, but that was just one that kind of came up when I was trying to think of the other question. But I can't think of the other question. Anyways, we do political questions. Does anybody have one before we leave? Info is available on Google. Absolutely. Hey.
Hey there. Now I just got to find the right thing to go with this. There we go. No, that's the wrong one.
Well, it's still us.
Oh, it's still us, yeah. It's supposed to be a different background, though.
Oh.
There we go. So we've got a couple of drawings to do, and we're going to be saying goodbye to Sheila. She's going to leave us in a few minutes, but thank you so much, my dear, for being here. I really appreciate it.
I'm so glad I got to be on here with you, Sheila. We'll have to do something sometime soon.
I know, my friend. We got to do something. The same with bring Deborah in too. She does her readings a little differently, so it's kind of like our readings are a lot with tarot cards and stuff like that. We need to set up a program where we get Deborah on and we just literally have questions for her, because when she gets into the Akashic records, it's bye-bye to us. She's there. She's there.
I want to take that class. I didn't sign up for it, Deborah, but I would be interested in sometime taking the Akashic record class. I would love to learn that.
Awesome.
When I do my remote view, I know that I am in the Akashic records. I know that I am there, and I know that I'm there a lot. And it takes a lot for me to come out. I don't know what that is. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how I function in real life because of it. I'm sure Deborah could probably explain a lot of it. But yeah, I am literally in the Akashic records and pulling out spiritual information from there. So yeah.
I love watching when you do that. I think that is so neat. I think, didn't you start that with Whimsy? Whimsy, you did that.
No, I didn't start that with Whimsy.
Oh, you didn't?
No, Whimsy. No, I've been doing that for quite some time now. Whimsy put a name on it for me.
Oh, okay.
But no. Yeah, no. I've been doing that for quite a while. I used to call it hijacking. And finally when Whimsy came up onto the stream, because she's very good at it, what she does. She's a brilliant reader. I absolutely love watching her read.
I do too.
She put a name on it for me. So that may be the connection everybody saw, because I was just trying to figure out what was going on. Now that I used to call it hijacking, I can focus a little bit more. But what did you want to say, Debbie? I know you wanted to say something, Deborah.
Well, I wanted to say goodbye to you, and we're going to do the giveaway for Deann's gifts.
Okay.
But so thank you so much for being here. It was an honor to have you here.
Yes.
I adore you. You know that.
I adore you. I remember you being on the remote view when Whimsy and I were doing the remote view back in the day. And I remember finding you on YouTube and going, oh, this woman is lovely. Lovely.
Thank you for sharing from your heart, because it really makes an impact for all of us, and we so appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay. See you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Friend.
So, Deann, do you want to explain what your gifts are?
Yeah, I was going to give away a couple different oils. One of them is these are both oils that could be used by a man or a woman. That's why I chose these two, because they're kind of a unisex kind of scent. The one is psychic. These are, they kind of look like this. You don't know if you can see, it says manifest across, and they have herbs and oils and crystals. And I combine the crystals with herbs and oils that help you to manifest a certain thing. It's a tool to use. So certain crystals have an energy, certain herbs and oils have energies. So I combine them together, and it's an anointing oil. And I can tell you all different kinds of ways to use. I sell it as a curio because I never know what you're allergic to. I use mine like my perfume with purpose, but I can't tell anybody else to do that because I don't know your allergies. But I can give you many alternative ways. But one of the oils that I'm giving out is Psychic Enhancement Oil. And it's an oil for wisdom and intuition. It helps create a magical environment. It's really it just smells like when you go into those shops, those esoteric shops, it smells like it's got the patchouli in it, and it helps get rid of mental fog, negativity, promotes a clear mind. It's supposed to help with your intuition. And what I do with mine is when I'm reading cards, I'll a lot of times put it on my hands and rub my hands together, and I'll use it before I read the cards, or I take it and put it on my pendulum. I use it. There's a million different ways you can use it, but it helps with intuition, and it has things in it like sandalwood, frankincense, myrrh, vanilla, dandelion root, yarrow, and I mix it with amethyst crystals. It's in a glass roller ball with a stainless steel top, and I used amethyst because it's thought to help facilitate spiritual growth and improve your overall well-being. It helps sharpen spiritual visions, enlightenment, and it helps assist in remembering and understanding your dream and encouraging spiritual wisdom. So that's why I use that. And the other one I'm giving away is called High John's oil. And that's kind of a multi-purpose one, is why I picked that one. It enhances the power of rituals. Like if you do rituals, when you use them with other oils, you can add it to any of the other oils you've gotten. It promotes luck, prosperity, new opportunities. It's good for confidence, for strength. It helps with deepen romantic relationships. It's supposed to stimulate passion between two people, and it draws in new love, and it helps with success. Also can help with success with legal matters and personal goals. And the ingredients in that, it has like crushed up High John conker oil, a little bit of cedar, a little bit of pine, and a little bit of sandalwood. And I'll just tell you just a bit about the legend of High John. The legend is intertwined with the essence. It's tracing back to the capture of a son of an African king whose indomitable spirit was infused into this very root. As a slave, High John, this was a person. That's why I have a picture of a black gentleman, because he was a slave, a son of a king. High John defied the subservience, earning renown for his cunning, wit, and trickster ways. Before departing from Africa, he imbued his spirit into High John, the conquer oil. He did root work, and ensuring his presence could be invoked whenever needed. So carrying this oil is believed to bestow the bearer with the ability to conquer obstacles, attract love and luck and money, infuse rituals with extra dose of power. And so a lot of people in the magical world love High John's oil. So like I said, it's unisex. It's multi-purpose. So that's why I did that. So everybody here is interested in psychic abilities. So I thought the psychic one you'd like, and the other one for luck, money, and you can use it for many different things.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I think they're going to love it. So I already ran the drawing while you were talking. We have 2 lucky winners, Sonia Claiborne. Sonia Claiborne, send me an email, answers@akashaunleashed.com. I'll put that in comments as soon as I'm finished with this little bit. And the second winner is Wendy Mason.
So I forgot to say, they do have to be in the United States. I can't ship overseas. I forgot to tell you that, because there's different things overseas, and it's like it costs as much for the oil as the shipping as it is for the oil. And somebody asked where they can get it. You can go to manifestshop.net. And the name of the company, the little business I have, is Manifest Shop USA. But if you go Google manifestshop.net, you'll see it. And if you go to my page, you can scroll down, and I've got it there too.
Awesome. Okay. So Sonia and Wendy, let us know if you are indeed in the U.S., and then send me that email so that we can connect you with Deann. All right. So thank you so much, Deann. It was a pleasure having you here. I'm glad you could make it.
Thanks for inviting me. It was nice. I wish I could stay a little bit longer, but I can't. I have some problems with my legs.
Yeah, we understand. We understand. So blessings and healing energy to you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.